spot was open for a debate. That spot was open for a debate, and he got it just because they're talking about Bam should have deserved that spot.
Yeah, we was in the middle, man. We simulated the first one.
The Chicago Bulls come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Nets. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. So it's Rodman on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. Moncrief is out there with Robertson. Then there's English. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Shays in at the power forward. And for the Bulls, we've got Anthony. Kobe is out there with Doncic. Then it's George. And it's Hastings in at the 5, roaming the paint. You look at the Bulls. They notched a big win in the series opener, trying to avoid a letdown here tonight. Greg, what do they need to do to maintain their momentum?
You know, Kev, first, I think they need to weather that early storm. They're going to face a desperate opponent. But once the game settles in, it's about playing smart and playing with energy. You're the favorite for a reason. Go out and show the world what you're made of.
If they could only hear that from you, that would guide them. That's a great piece of advice. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Anthony, the pass to Kobe. And he banks in the layup.
And what makes Kobe next level? The instinct before the game. And the ability to see it before it happens.
This is Crystal McKinney. She claims after a dinner date in 2000.
Here's Shays.
Did he let her?
And a miss there on the triple.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Kobe.
Made her get him. Things just keep on getting worse for Diddy.
6 to shoot.
Man, let's just start with the 2 most recent losses. This is Crystal McKinney. She claims after a dinner date in 2000.
And they'll turn it over. We're not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
He's found marijuana and ace narcotics. She claims the laced narcotics made her pass out, but she believes that Diddy forcefully raped her while she passed out. This is April Rose. Now, she claims he dealt with Diddy for months, and he raped her not once, not twice, not
George against English
4 times. And she also claims their last encounter was when he was walking
about 1 minute into the first quarter.
Giving her ecstasy
to the inside. Paul George with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Hastings. The shot's good on the assist by George.
So that's what she stopped talking.
Hastings got 5 points so far.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside, English. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Hey guys, one of the emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now, here's Doncic. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's George.
For drug charges and murder.
Doesn't go for it. English with some nice defense. To the paint. Robertson gets to English. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic. The Nets shoot their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good.
They had 9 different sections with Jimmy hits. Regardless of his perfect. So that means the feds wanted at 9 different times to talk to him. And in those sessions,
free throws good from English.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Down low.
Sean
Out to Kobe. He's up a three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
A nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
600 A's. I can't speak toward the validity.
One brief against Bryant.
And this is
outside English.
Man, for over 12 years now. Because Jimmy Henschel was sentenced to 12 years.
English with the
for
stop.
12 years now, and there's been no indictment. That would
He
either
can really
be
fly.
that
You combine that great with some nice penetration too, and you got 2 points. Kobe gets the
Diddy
bucket.
is working for the FBI and the CIA, and Diddy is a Fed himself. That's a sentiment that Candace Owens will co-sign. She says that's a reason why Diddy is not in jail right now because Diddy is working for the boards. And you know who also co-signed that sentiment?
Robertson passes to Elijah.
Jim Dale will say that Diddy has ratted on a
That's in coming off the assist from Robertson.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Doncic. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but with deep, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
On brief against Kobe. Pass to Hastings. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is
around this time when you talked about that Diddy, he was that informant. You said that, Diddy, he told the fans that
to the middle.
Irv Gotti and Jake Brest were trying to.
And Olajuwon with the basket on the assist by Robertson.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
Here's Anthony. Feeds it to George. Pass to Hastings. Olajuwon with the block.
That's when all those companies start going down.
Poke loose. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul. Martin's checked in for the Bulls. And his first year for Brooklyn. Phillips is checked in.
I have to say this because some hip-hop fans, a large amount of them, are chauvinistic inside the
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Isn't really going to get them
no good.
This opportunity wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
That snitching will get you canceled faster than us finding out that you were racist and
hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity.
And he believes that Diddy has something to do with Kim Porter's death.
Doncic against Phillips, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. He's a walking triple-double threat every night.
First trip to the line for him here. The first one falls, and the Bulls with some changes. Davis is checked in for Anthony, and Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Kobe.
All right, the Celtics hadn't won game 2s. We've covered that. We've already beaten that into the ground in the early going of this particular show. Taking on Indiana, who could have won game 1.
Good from Doncic. And so James will bring it up to the Nets. Trailing by 4. Come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Celtics on 5 up the ball.
To forget.
Jalen Brown.
To find some
this is a sequence where I believe the Celtics had 4 different shots. 3 different offensive rebounds and 4 shots.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
Now here's Davis after LeBron James's miss. Not going to go that time.
15-0 run. Drew Holiday. Brown. 17-0 run.
Floats one, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Chicago called for the foul. The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Timeout, 20-0 run. The Pacers. Here, offense. The heck out. It's a 1-point game as Pascal Siakam drives. Then he gets that one to go. As we're watching this in the room, we're saying they're going at halftime down less than double digits. It's ridiculous. Well, they're down 9. Siakam hits another one. They go in down 6. It's now a 5-point game. Check that. Siakam Pacers within 2. That, however, was as good as it would get. Tatum on the drive. Gets the dunk. The lead is 4.
Yeah, Tatum was making plays, but also what you call it was making plays too though.
Very concerning moment.
Derek White, but see, Halliburton went out. That shit just got nasty, and that shit was just irritating as hell, man. Because it's like, well, how lucky can these niggas get, man?
Finding out more in the coming days, but they've got to have that guy. If they don't have him in this one, Tatum once again, as it was Brown that had the huge scoring night. Tatum didn't have to do a ton of heavy lifting, but he certainly was hitting big shots with the game still up for grabs. They're up 13 now. Derek White, another triple. He had 23, the lead 16. Brown, just so strong. You're gonna need
Yeah, that shit was just nasty to watch, bro.
You're gonna never stop him.
It was just cooking their ass, bro. You know, Halliburton.
Drew Holiday kick. He
Yeah,
had a
Halliburton went out.
15-point game, double-digit assist night. He hits Tatum, who buries another 3. He had 23. And the Celtics were able to control this game. A bunch of different runs, as you saw, in the painted areas. They outscored the Pacers by 20, making 73% of their field goal attempts.
Red Hot Deal Days are here, only until May 29th. Get a phone, your choice on us, so you can get a free
Free throw good, LeBron.
and a tablet. Yep, all 3 on us, only at Verizon.
A lot of people, even people that
At this point, I think we can call LeBron James timeless. The seasons change, but his game stays strong. He's a rare talent.
He hits both from the strike.
It's been hard for a lot of us to talk about you.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Bulls lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
It's been hard for me to watch. So watching it because I want to see everything that everybody has to say. Stephen, anytime I need something, they say something.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in game 2. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their team.
So it's Paul on the bench. So this is Kevin Ollie has up. Chamberlain is out there with Rodman. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then there's English. And it's LeBron at the 3-6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this Rocket picks one up.
The more you watch Arias, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
I lost a lot of respect.
Let me get some contact.
And that one falls for Arenas. Bulls making a switch here. George is checked in. Robertson, he's checked in for the Nets. And both free throws good for Arenas. Nets trail by 4. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here.
It's time to get out for your incredible.
You know, I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky. Very blessed.
Davis against Billups. Beyond the arc. That one's in. His first shot this game.
This is the shot you want to get him an open look
Stephen
from
A.
range.
I got that video on you. Go check that video.
Here's Hastings. Covered by LeBron. Here's Davis. And he uses the glass.
Video on Stephen A.
Love to see this kind of offense.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Billups. That one goes. Counted. Billups has got 5 points so far. Chicago has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's George. Outside for Davis.
I told that yesterday. I seen that yesterday.
George against English.
Because
4 on the shot clock.
Just winning the national podcast.
George, no good. Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
For me.
On the wing, and Oscar Robertson, the bucket on the assist by Billups. Robertson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
I have an abundance of receipts where I can show you.
Outside, Billups floats it up for George. There's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power.
Only Rashid White, another brother of mine, has been ejected for more games than this game.
Inside.
In a
the athleticism of LeBron James.
Sorry, 9 months.
That one from LeBron
in a 9-month span last year.
That was nice.
Draymond Green was suspended 4 times.
Here's Hastings.
And when he hit
by LeBron,
Nurkic,
outside for Davis.
it was me.
Bulls moving
that
the
was
ball
on
around.
the air. You can attest to this, Molly. When you have people talking about
back to George.
anger management, talking about he needs help.
Yeah.
Talking about
here's Hastings.
He's the one that
He's
said,
got 2, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust. what
with
you're
the
doing.
chokehold on Rudy Gobert. And at that moment in time, I surmise this sound that I'm going to call for right now is what Draymond Green was alluding to. Could y'all play that, please? Listen, you know me. You know how I feel about the brother. I would look for any excuse that I could to defend him because I believe in him character-wise. But his actions have sullied all of that. There's no way around this. The reality is he seems like he is out of control, and I hate that. And my level of sensitivity heightens even more so as a black man because last time they were bringing up anger management issues, and that just pissed me off. You understand? Because I don't like giving credence to stuff like that. But when one incident after another happens, the reality is that somebody like Jay Williams comes along, man, you have a good point, bro. Nobody can argue with Jay Williams at this particular moment in time with what he's saying because he has the evidence to back it up. There's a preponderance of evidence against Draymond Green. Now,
Chicago making some changes. Now checked in for Hastings. Kobe comes in for Davis. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. Nets leading by 3. Outside, James. Elijah dishes to LeBron.
Bronny is currently projected to go 54.
What the hell? Hell no.
James kicks to Billups. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Billups has got 8 points.
What the
ball
hell?
movement on this run has been fantastic and is a
Celtics.
big part of why.
Oh no. I really appreciate that.
They've been able to get these good looks.
That's nasty work.
Here's Doncic. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And here's Robertson outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:29 left in the first half of basketball. Doncic passes to Kobe. Billups with the block. And they'll get another chance. Second chance shot.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
To the inside. Billups passes to Shea. That one falls. Shays has got his first points in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Nets.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense?
I do is I ask scouts, and here's what they tell me about Bronny. First off, he was very impressive with the teams in individual meetings. The teams don't know him very well because he was kept really out of the public eye, didn't really talk publicly at all. And so they were trying to guess based on what they heard from other people and what he did on social media. He performed very well in those meetings. There are a couple of different ways scouts look at him. Some scouts tell me, look, he is 6'1".
Not allowing the opposition to get comfortable and also being able to create a lot of steals as well.
Doncic. Billups against Kobe. Floats it up for James. An emphatic LU jam.
And dependable
at tell me, look, he is 19 years old. He was unable to train for his
running the offense. Billups just understands his teammates depend on him to get them involved.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic kicks to George. 16 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Kobe. That one's not going to go. Solid defense right there from Billets. And
As I
this
gather
is
all
his
of that
first trip to the
together,
line
what I
tonight.
think, Holly, is he will get drafted. He will get drafted probably in the second round because of his last name, yes, and because that the team's going to say this is a good guy to have around. He's not going to be pretentious. He's not going to expect things. They've been very impressed with him. And it's also possible he might get drafted because the team is making a strategy move. Whether they're trying to get LeBron's attention, they're trying to figure something else. All of those things are possible. I think Bronny's performing well. I think the standard cannot be LeBron James Jr., but the standard has to be Bronny. And I think that's what LeBron and Bronny himself has said.
Props to LeBron James.
Passes it to Olajuwon.
He is such great parents because
that's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Olajuwon's got his third basket of the night right there.
The fact that he's a really, really good kid. He's hardworking, he's dedicated, he's focused, etc., etc. And major props to them as parents for raising him the way that they have, because he does seem to be a really, really good kid. I know that I'm rooting for him. I know that I want him to make it to the NBA. I know that I want him to have a successful career. They're certainly not rooting against him. But we're not going to gloss over.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys
it's one thing to be the son of LeBron James.
With more physicality.
There's pressure that comes. We understand that. Particularly in this day and age, Wendy and Legs, we know how cruel society can be to every and anybody because everybody got voice and everybody got something to say.
Tough sledding in there,
we
but
understand
you got to
the
get
advent
there.
of social
Thanks,
media,
Coach.
YouTube,
Appreciate
and
it.
beyond.
Back
We
to you.
get that.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
In bringing even more of a microscope on his son. When LeBron said A, he wants to play in the NBA with his son. B, he was willing to play for a team and go anywhere that his son was going. And C, how he alluded to Bronny being better than some NBA players. And you couldn't find, if you found one Legs, if you found one Wendy, let me know. But I haven't heard one single NBA evaluator that ever co-signed on such a statement that LeBron James has made. Now we got to take into account, we have to take into account what LeBron James is doing because he's a mastermind. Let's just call it what it is. Wendy, you know this. I watched you on Get Up this morning, Wendy, and I wanted you on the air and I wanted to look you in the face when I was saying what I'm about to say. I completely agree with you when you say that LeBron James, quote unquote, doesn't want to be seen as having anything to do with the hiring of a coach. He damn sure got something to do with the firing of coaches. So what is it? Now, we can sit up there and parse words, we can parse narratives and all of this other stuff. The reality of the situation is that when you're LeBron James, when you're that great and you're that impactful with that level of cachet, when you play for an owner in Jeannie Buss who looked me in my face and told me personally, going into last season, a number one priority was making sure that LeBron James is happy. Number one. That's what she said. Because she knows what he means to the franchise and she knows what he means to the game of basketball. You got to take all of those things into consideration and ask, what does that equate to? Last but not least, you also got to take into account this podcast, Mind the Game, by him and JJ Redick. Let's make sure we give them their props. Congratulations. It's a damn good podcast. You want to know about basketball? That's a place to go. They both know what the hell they're talking about. But it just so happens.
Greetings, everybody.
Everybody want to sit up there and say, well, you know what, you don't want to have anything to do
right now
with
for the Chicago Bulls.
The next coaches. No. I want Greeny. I want Wendy and Lex up on the screen right now.
Is their
he don't want to have nothing to do with that. Wendy.
They've allowed too many good looks, and that's something
that
can be hard to correct at halftime.
Also, give some credit to the boys on the other side.
So.
The execution was on point.
No, I kind of know this. He's one of the leading candidates for the job. LeBron James.
Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls.
This podcast.
They did what they needed to in Game 1.
I ain't pointing the finger at JJ at all, because JJ just doing his thing.
Big fella, how important is that?
It's nice, honey, but it means nothing. One loss here.
Darvin Ham's on the hot seat.
Got to stay home.
And you're going to start this podcast.
Yeah, they can't sit back and get comfortable.
That's now a leading candidate for the head coaching job.
They need to be sharp.
I mean, I understand that,
up for grabs.
Actually speaking, finitely, we can't
Thanks for spending
definitively say
halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Can I say 1 + 1 equals 2? Can I say 2 + 2 equals 4?
NBA playoff, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You look at Mr. Clutch, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Anthony is out there with Hastings. Then there's Kobe. Then there's Doncic, and it's George, and it's small forward. And so here is Chicago. After the basket by Brooklyn.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Bulls, Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Expedia. All your trip.
He's off on the first.
Download the app.
Hands-on programs for hands-on people. CPI University.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Here's Olajuwon. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got 5 assists in the game. To the paint. Out to Doncic. Bryant against Phillips. Kobe misses. Nets leading by 13. Phillips dishes to Robertson. English the pass to Shea. Here's Olajuwon. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Anthony nowhere around. Buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's that touch from outside. Love seeing Melo rise up with confidence.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And 8 assists. Actually, both the 11 rebounds and 8 assists.
Now comes to the floor, you're incredible.
16 shots, or 12 of the 16 shots was 3-point attempts. So what did you take from last night's game?
And this is not, Chris, I think he's an outstanding talent. He's got a great
Billups.
But I think this was another example, and we've seen this now of late. He started the postseason like unbelievable 40-point games. Everybody ranting, raving. People want to crown
the chemistry has been terrific.
As
really
the face of the NBA and all that.
Execution.
I'm here to say,
Robertson against Doncic.
Anthony Edwards is not N-O-T, the face of the NBA. He's a tremendous player. His team is having a fantastic run. They have a chance to get to the NBA Finals. I'm not writing them off. I'm not writing him off. Now let's just deal with the facts, not the feelings. We understand you want an American to be that guy and to hold that banner for the NBA and for us to be proud that a
pro English. Olajuwon on the wing.
And it ain't a guy
from 13.
We've never been to.
Robertson outside.
Never get to. We get it.
To the wing right side. Just fine to shoot.
Nobody else.
A three-pointer off the mark.
There's some defense for someone who's as good at shooting.
He's now had under 20 points in 4 of his last 6 games.
Who's equally good
the big game 7, a no-show offensively. 6 for 24.
Power move by Kobe.
That's not a big-time performance in a big game. It gets glossed over because they won and other people stepped up. And that's all I'm saying. It's like
sinks the three-pointer.
rhetoric and the love affair and all that do not match the stat sheet.
Possession like that from
Not
them
right
today,
now.
ending with the basket coming
And
off
I'm
a great
not,
pass.
Chris.
And that one goes out of bounds.
Discounting him.
Elajuwon.
Not saying he's not a great player.
And the Nets making a change here as well.
22.
Chauncey Billups is checked in for Robertson. Hastings
That's
is no good.
for you, Rob.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball. They were all over it.
Okay, look, you make some
English
good points
against
there.
Anthony. Here's Elajuwon. Good. Great play by English to set it up. Elajuwon's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets. And stolen by English.
Correct me if you think I'm wrong.
Phillips against Walt.
Back to like the late
And it's Elajuwon with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Doncic. The kick out to Walt. They need this. Kobe.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Anthony against English. To the middle. Here's Billups. And Walton sends it back.
And some other guys have
outside
been,
Anthony.
Kind of those secondary
bases. One to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
You have to be careful there. Anthony excels at drawing contact while shooting.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunities to work inside.
Gilbert Arenas is checked in for the Bulls. Now, here's English. He has 6 on the high post, and the jumper is good. English has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Walton. No scoring in this one. Here's Doncic, and that comes off the assist by Bill Walton.
Not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And I think what's interesting about this era of parity.
Phillips against Doncic. Phillips kicks to James. Fade away. And no good that time. The 3 from Anthony. And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. So it's all on the bench. So this is who Kevin Holly has out there. We've got Chauncey Billups. Rodman is out there with James. Then it's Elajuwon. And it's Robertson. And at the point guard. Pocket 6. Here's Doncic. The Bulls need to get a shot off here.
In terms of size, not your typical center. But man, he plays as big as any other. Thanks to
even a guy like LeBron who's had so much success.
Now the pass to Elijah, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. And he makes the first.
Conversation, but to say what?
And he can't hit the second.
And my point, Chris,
Bulls
is just
trail by 12.
Like,
Doncic with it.
Excited about
Robertson. And it's good. 2 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
That's why he got everybody's attention.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Elajuwon. And it's Elajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
The numbers have come way down, and then I don't want to hear from a 22-year-old that he's tired.
Phillips against Arenas.
Like, that sounded like an excuse.
Driving the lane, lays it up off the glass. Arenas has got 4 points in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And the wide open shot from Phillips, and it's off from three-point range. The Bulls have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Outside Anthony. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Hakeem Olajuwon with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Because if they would have won the game, I doubt he would have mentioned how tired.
I don't doubt it. I think, Rob, that was not Anthony. Exhausted, y'all. It was, Rob, there was no denying that. And again, you still can argue, well, you don't even need to say that. That's fine. But the dude was spent. And I think, I think he was physically but also emotionally spent. And I actually think the Timberwolves as a whole were emotionally spent from that series with them. I mean, that's what they have to be careful about, right? That can come off for a team that's never been this far, right? Is not used to getting this type of attention and all that. To beat the defending champions, that was like almost, we won.
Chicago. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Hakeem Olajuwon with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Now off the inbound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Robertson outside. Inside. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Here's Shays. A three-pointer, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really awful. No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this game.
Outside, English. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 11.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Doncic. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Kobe's got 5 assists tonight.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Olajuwon dishes to Moncrief. From deep, Robertson. Chicago grabs the miss. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bulls moving the ball around. Brooklyn with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Picked away. Hastings the pass to George. Hastings no good. they can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Olajuwon deciding where to go with it. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are popping out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for the Nets.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And this win has really got to feel fantastic, guys. It evens up the series now at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole new series now. The best of 5, if you will. You never want to lose 2 to start this thing off, but right now they've got something to be happy about going into Game 3.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Walton's checked in for Anthony. Davis comes in for George. Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Bryant. And it's Harper in for Doncic. Brooklyn with the ball. 9-point game. Pass to James. Count it, good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Hastings. Rodman covering. Arenas can't hit. Now here's Billups. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't... I think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
I'm never switching for the lens. You be rapping for the I'm a steadfast, never change the vision for these lame. Y'all be getting, but I'm just posted with a cake at. Better, gonna afford that 4-letter. Is a milli or the mammal, your pocket, I need a scan in my pocket is safe. I got no fear in my heart, I'm paid in the land of the break. She don't never dress up, but except when she go to the rave. Rappers never rapping on the beat, less is driving the bass. for moving your pace. I paint a picture, you just spreading a propaganda. Rock up been taken off and she gave me a proper land. And I went through them back and so never no dandruff. I don't got all my answers, you living off of answers. And you taking pride in the gimmick, only for the paper while I fly into the premise. Fashion over love you cause your album full of fillers. The hype done got you, gas your fans to grease and wanna simmers. But it's not my business.